I am going to go over a list of common phrasal verbs that are used in daily conversation. I personally say these phrasal verbs daily. They're worth putting in the time to learn them. I am going to go over each of the phrasal verbs, share with you their definitions, go over some examples, and give you a quiz in the end. So make sure you're paying attention. Just to review real quick, a phrasal verb is a verb and a preposition or particle that together form a new meaning. First, we have cheer on, and this is a happy phrasal verb. It means to support someone by giving them words of encouragement. This phrasal verb can be separated by the name or pronoun of the person who is being cheered on. For example, even though Samantha was last place, her brother cheered her on throughout the entire race. Next, we have cheer up. And this phrasal verb can actually be a sentence all on its own. You can just say, oh hey, cheer up, as like a bit of encouragement for somebody. Or it can mean to try to make someone happier when it's used in a sentence. For example, sometimes when I have a bad day, either my best friend or my boyfriend will try to cheer me up by taking me out to get ice cream. And usually it works because I love ice cream. By the way, if you are liking this video so far and you love ice cream, be sure to give this video a thumbs up to let me know. Next, we have check-in. And you'll usually say this when you're checking into a hotel. Check-in literally means to register in a hotel for staying that night. If you're on vacation here in America, you're probably going to check in at your hotel the night that you land here. An example sentence could be, we haven't checked into the hotel yet. Next, we have check out. Check out means to see something or try something in order to learn more about it. The two parts of this phrasal verb can be separated by what is being checked out. Let me give you an example. When someone says, check this out, the object goes between check and out. Another example could be, check out my new car, with the object after the phrasal verb check out. Next, we have call on. This can mean one of two things. It can mean to visit someone or to use someone's or something's knowledge. To visit someone, you might say, I'm going to call on you this evening and see how you're feeling. To use someone's knowledge, you might say something like this. I may need to call on the university professors in order to get the right answer to this question. Next, we have call off. And when you call off something, you basically cancel something. For example, the soccer game was called off due to the rain. Maybe you called off the picnic because it was raining. Next, we have come up with something. Let me explain. When you come up with something, it means that you form an idea in your mind. For example, I came up with this book idea of a girl who studies abroad in Korea. It can also be used in simple sentences like, I came up with an idea for our project. Next, we have just come up. And come up means to bring up a topic or when something happens unexpectedly. When it's used to bring up a topic, it can be used like this. I wanted to tell her that I got a new job, but the chance never came up. And when we use come up for an unexpected occurrence, this is a sentence you might hear. I was going to meet up with my friends for dinner, but something came up and I had to cancel on them. Something you can do to understand the multiple meanings of some of these phrasal verbs is to learn them with real-world content so you can see all the contexts and situations that they're used in. This is why I personally recommend you to try out FluentU, because FluentU teaches you English through real-world content. So you're going to see how all these phrasal verbs and their meanings are actually used. Honestly, using media is one of the best ways that you can learn phrasal verbs because they're so hard to memorize and you never know what situation to really use them in. But FluentU literally will show you. Because of that, I have a link in the description just for you for a free trial of FluentU. So you can go down to the description, check it out, and practice all of these phrasal verbs. Next, we have come in, and come in simply means to enter. This will usually be used in the imperative form as a command. Maybe you want to ask your boss a question at work, so you knock on the door. Your boss might say, come in, the door's open. Next, we have to fill someone in. And fill in, or fill someone in on something, means that you are giving them the details about something. For example, if you go on a date, You might want to fill your friend in on what happened during the date. This English phrasal verb is usually separated by the person who is being filled in. Maybe if you're rushing with someone, but they're trying to fill you in on something, they can say, "There's no time to explain, I'll fill you in on the way." Next, we have fill up. Not the name Philip, but fill up. This means to become completely full. Take a look at this sentence right here. I filled up on candy before dinner, so I hardly wanted to eat the chicken I made. That's not from true experience. You can fill up on water, fill up on Korean barbecue, or fill up on your favorite food. Next, we have go out with. When you go out with someone, it means you go on a date with someone. For example, I was so happy that he asked me to go out with him. I've also noticed here in America, when you go out with someone, it can actually just mean that you're dating them too. Maybe you're not in a relationship with them, but you've been on multiple dates with them. For example, they've been going out for 3 weeks now. Next, we have go ahead, and this means to go in front of someone or to give permission to do or say something. So let me show you some examples of it being used in both of its meanings. Let's talk about the meaning to go in front of someone first. Maybe you're waiting in line in the grocery store with a few items and you notice that the person behind you has a lot more items than you. You could, in that situation, move to the side and say, "Go ahead," to let that person with a lot of items go in front of you. For the giving permission meaning, here's an example sentence for that. Go ahead, explain to me why you were half an hour late to work today. Next, we have work out, and to work out means to exercise. I personally love to work out. I do it 4 to 5 times a week, and it's the best. A sample sentence could be, I work out every morning in order to stay healthy. How often do you work out? Let me know in the comments below. Next, we have work something out. It is different from workout. To work something out means to come up with a solution or compromise with someone. For example, don't worry, I'm sure that we can work something out to make everyone happy. Now, let's review all of these phrasal verbs with a quick quiz. Fill in the blank of this sentence with the correct phrasal verb. Now fill in the blank of this sentence with the correct phrasal verb. Now, for the last question, I want you to make a sentence using one of the phrasal verbs that I taught in this video. Put it in the comments below and I'll go ahead and read your comments and let you know how you did. Great job on the quiz, everyone. If you want to review everything I went over in this video, be sure to download the free PDF in the description below with all of this information plus more. Now, I have a video I think you will love next. My friend Fallon goes over phrasal verbs for business English. It's a really great video and I think you'll enjoy it a lot. So, she will see you over there.